This is going to be a sparkling Eco Resin Vanity Tray pour in our Colossal Crystal Edge Mold. This is actually the second time I'm doing this. First time I put regular resin in the crystal edges and the Eco Resin did not adhere to it. So now I'm taking some holographic powder and I spent 20 minutes or 25 minutes just putting it into all the little crevices. This is our Colossal Crystal Edge Mold. It's the largest round mold we have. It has really deep chunky crystals on the edges and lots of room for you to be able to do blooms or anything else you want in it. I believe it holds over 14 ounces of resin. I mixed up over 13 and a half and I still had room to spare for this. So I'll speed this up in a second so you don't have to watch me doing 20 minutes of this. But I figured the holographic powder might work. Regular mica powders tend to be very pale with eco resin, and I'm going to be using JDiction's ResinCrete. They love sending me this stuff so I can work with it, and I'll be pouring that in a little bit. So this is sped up like 800%. I did take 20 to 25 minutes to fill these edges. But like I said, the first time I did this pour, I took purple just epoxy resin and filled in these crystal areas, and then I poured the ResinCrete on the back, and it did not adhere to the regular resin. So that was interesting. So I had to peel that all out and start from scratch. So I thought I would take this holographic powder and put it in the edges. And then, of course, because I was doing this for the second time, I forgot to show putting down the glitter in the center, but I used Deadly Nightshade and Mirror glitter from the glitter guy in the center, and I just kind of sprinkle it all around. And I found that glitter shows up really well where glass and micas tend to get mucked up in the center. So I like both of those are chunky holographic mixes, and I tend to like that for my eco resin / ResinCrete pours. So there I'm finishing up, putting it on all the little cracks and crevices. And then I'm going to use just pieces of packing tape to clean up the front face of that because I didn't want stray powder on the front face of my piece. And as you can see, I'm having a hard time keeping it centered as well. So many projects going on. I had to move to doing eco resin because it was so cold here for a while. I couldn't pour regular resin. I was struggling to get stuff to work out, but now it's warming up again. So hopefully this weekend I'll get some new resin pours done. So there's the glitter already put on there that I forgot to film, forgot to turn the camera on. And then I mixed up, I took 500 grams of water to 150 grams of ResinCrete, and I'll be mixing that up here in a second. I just pour the water into the ResinCrete. You're supposed to do it the other way around, but it really doesn't matter. You just have to mix it for at least 2 minutes to get all the chunks out of it so it's not like pancake. Well, you want it to be like pancake batter, but with no lumps. So I just have like a 16-ounce cup there that I'm mixing that in. And I was short. I probably could have used about 4 to 5 ounces more, but it's always hard to figure this out because of the ratios. It's like 100 to 30 and then 300 to 90. But like I said, I did 500 grams of water to 150 grams of powder, and it still could have taken a little bit more. It's still a substantial piece, but it could have taken a little bit more. And there I am just struggling through mixing that up. And I did not add any pigment to this because the holographic powder was so shiny and bright. I just wanted the basic white ResinCrete, and it has a very nice white color, not yellowish at all. And one thing I will say, because I don't have time at the end of it, the this holographic powder did stick really well, but there were some parts where the ResinCrete kind of came through it. So all I did was take some of the holographic powder and just gloss varnish, and I painted over those areas and seemed to seal up just fine and be a constant color. See there how it looks a little bit short, but I'm just tapping it there to make sure there's no air bubbles. It'll bring the air bubbles to the surface. And then just pouring the remainder of it. I do love this mold. I like our Crystal Edge round mold better, but I do like this one. This one's a little bit bigger than that one is. And this has the chunkiest crystals This one in our Colossal Crystal Edge Vanity Tray mold. Definitely chunky crystals. And then half an hour later, it's ready to demold. I did have to clean up the edges of the mold with soap and water after this pour. But as you'll see, it turned out great. See, there's a couple white spots on the edges, but like I said, I fixed that just putting some of the same powder in with some gloss varnish and just painting over those white areas, and it turned out perfectly. I think the chunky edges of our Colossal Crystal Edge mold made this a unique eco resin pour using JDiction ResinCrete.